Okay, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. How is everybody doing today, this lovely Sunday? I hope I find you guys well. And I welcome you to today's gameplay stream. Only one stream today. It's going to be more laid-back fun than anything else. Nothing too serious today. No ongoing playthroughs or the like or anything like that. Instead, today we're going to be doing a little bit of Call of Duty World War II. Just for the hell of it, just for some quick fun. So we're not doing anything too serious. It also breaks stuff up, because as you guys know, this last week has been pretty much all Far Cry 5 and Ni no Kuni 2, with the exception of Friday, where I did some Ultra Street Fighter 2 and PUBG. Figured this would definitely, break stuff up to prepare for the new week. This whole week coming up is going to be more ongoing kind of playthroughs. So this will be a good day of variety. Okay. By the way, I should mention, today is Sunday, April 8th, 2018. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm back. I'm back from my day off yesterday. Well-deserved day off after over a week of straight streaming. I definitely needed it. And it was basically my belated birthday celebration, because on Friday, which was actually my real birthday, I was here all day. I was working because Kat actually couldn't get Friday off from work, so we ended up just kind of celebrating my birthday yesterday. Did quite a lot of stuff, including fun stuff, but also serious stuff. Like, for example, the one major thing that I typed a big update for all of you guys about on social media yesterday is my taxes finally are complete. And what I mean by that is they have been completed. The federal taxes have been completed by my accountant / tax attorney. And, I gave you guys an update about that on Twitter last night. And I don't know how many of you actually read the tweet longer. It was a tweet longer post that was very detailed about the situation. I'll very briefly cover that today here on pre-stream, but I'm not going to go into massive full detail. But at least I'll give you guys kind of an update so you understand what's going on. All right. Did that, but also went out and did a few fun things. Didn't get to do all the things that I would have liked to do. We didn't go to an arcade, which I thought we could do, but it didn't happen. We did go to dinner at a cheaper place. We went to a ramen place called Karashi. I think it's Karashi, or is it now I can't remember what it's called. It starts with a K. It's a ramen place at my local mall. All right. And it's really nice. It's a sit-down place, restaurant. You order different kinds of ramen bowls. I got a yuzu style broth, which has yuzu grapefruit. It's the Japanese style grapefruit with chicken and pork broth. It had all kinds of stuff: noodles, vegetables, an egg, a slice of pork. Cat got the spicy style ramen, which was also quite good. But it was funny because we're just sitting here eating, and the thing is, when we go out, I don't really get noticed very often at all. Very rarely. I'd say since I moved here 4 years ago, maybe a dozen times tops have I even been noticed. Oh, you're Dark Side Phil. Almost never. Internet celebrity. Now versus 6-7 years ago, very different thing. At one point, I was very popular. Everyone knew who I was on YouTube. Not that much anymore. Anyway, it was we're at this ramen place, and the guy who was the host, who had sat us down, walked up and refilled my water, and he says, "By the way, happy birthday." And it struck me, because I thought, oh, maybe the guy who was working at the restaurant, somehow they know it's my birthday or something. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't tell anybody here. And I looked up, I was like, oh, you must know who I am. And he's like, yeah, happy birthday. And I was like, oh man, thanks. That's nice, very nice of you, to say that. So it was kind of nice. It was kind of a special thing. The guy was being nice to me. I was like, holy shit, he didn't spit in my food or punch me in the face. He actually wished me a nice day. Unbelievable. So it was pretty nice. And, in general, the day was nice, but very tiring. And I actually said to Kat today, I said, what we've been doing is the one day a week that we have off, we kind of go out and we run around all day. You know, sometimes we if we need to do shopping, we shop. If we need to do, you know, errands, we run the errands. Like, we just need some days where we can just relax. We can stay at home, relax together, watch maybe some movies or some TV or something. You know, do stuff around the house, because I miss that. You know, something that, it was funny when she used to visit, all right, before she even moved in, when she visited me, we would usually have like 3-4 days together, and one of the days we would set aside just to do that. And now that we only have one day a week really together full time when we're not working, we're always out and about running, and getting tiring. Get home. Like last night, I got home at like 9:30. I'm dead tired, man. I'm like, dude, we've been out since 10 in the morning. I'm so tired. And I can't do anything. You're going to fall asleep. So, you know, we're going to change it up a little bit, I think. Our next day's coming up. We're going to try to do more relaxing stuff. But anyway, it was a nice day away. It was a nice day away from streaming. Now I'm back. However, this week's a really weird week because, again, our schedule is weird. The only day off this week that we both have off is Thursday. I know that sounds weird because I just had Saturday off, but it's just weird. It's going to be like this. You know, some weeks we can coincide, some weeks we can't, because it all depends on, fluctuating work schedules and the like. So that means I'm going to be working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then a day off on Thursday, okay? Not much I can do about it. So let me explain what you guys can expect in the next few days, so at least you have a quick schedule update. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about my tax situation so you guys know what's going on, and then we're going to move on, okay? All right, so schedule-wise, today, Call of Duty World War II right now, kind of a fun stream, laid back, like I said, not a serious stream, more fun, lots of opportunity for me to interact with you guys and talk between the matches and the like. So it should be good. As you can see, we've got stream stats up, you got total subs, we got top cheer and top tip. So you guys who do, cheer, sub, and tip, all that will be, very much appreciated and seen visibly here on the stream today, since it's just a multiplayer only stream. All right. Tomorrow, Monday, we're going back to the narrative style gameplay, the continuing playthroughs. In fact, the first stream tomorrow, I'm concluding. All right. I'm absolutely concluding the Far Cry 5 playthrough. That means I'm going to be doing the final side content that I feel like I want to do. All right. Grabbing up the final bunker liberation mission, which I need to do, which is part of the story. And then the final leg of the story, which is the big conclusion, taking down Jacob Seed. Right? Is it Jacob or Joseph? I get all the names confused because all the brothers have a J as their first name. But anyway, basically finishing it up. Then we're going to be doing a little bit of Far Cry Arcade, which is the kind of create a level multiplayer game that was added into Far Cry 5. And then I'm going to be live reviewing the game on stream. All right. I kind of have an idea of how I feel I should rate it. However, since I haven't played Far Cry Arcade yet, that may be a big factor. I don't know. All right, so we're going to find out. That's going to be tomorrow's main stream. Then tomorrow night, it's going to be Ni no Kuni 2 continuing. All right, so late night stream, Ni no Kuni. Tuesday, big new game. Well, not really big new game, but a new game release that we'll be checking out together called Extinction. This is a game that is a unique combination of the worlds of World of Warcraft and Attack on Titan. So think that those big green orcs from World of Warcraft were giant-sized, and they were ravaging human cities. And the humans now have superpowers. They could super jump. They could, scale things really fast. They have superpowered slashes and stuff. Kind of interesting. As a game, will it hold up? I don't know. The premise is cool, but I played an Attack on Titan game a couple years ago, and it wasn't very good. It lasted like maybe 2 hours, and then the gimmick wore out, and the game became incredibly repetitive, boring, and not good. So I'm going to be checking that out Tuesday on my main gameplay stream. We'll see what it's all about. Some people are yelling at me, why are you playing this game? I've never heard of it. Well, I got a review copy. And I do have the ability to play it early, but I'm not going to. Because as I said to you guys many times, I don't believe in playing review copies early. I think that it's a cheap tactic. It basically gives an unfair advantage to content creators and streamers who are just looking to make money. That's the bottom line. There's no reason for me to play Extinction a day or two early just because I have the capability to. It's just a way to cheat the system and make money. And rather than that, I'd like to prove to you guys that I care more about being a common gamer just like you and playing a game at face value on release day just like you. All right. So I'm going to start it Tuesday instead of playing it early like I have the ability to. All right. Will I be playing Extinction long form? It all depends. If I play this game and it's great, all right, amazing, then I'll keep playing it. You know, it'll be a playthrough for the next week, week and a half, whatever. I don't know how long the game is, but, you know, it'll be pretty cool. Or if I play it once or twice and it's not very good, and it's all determined that, wow, this is pretty boring, you know, no skin off my back, it was a review copy anyway, right? We can all just kind of write it off and say, okay, that game was a fail, and then move on and do something different. And there's many different options of things I've been mulling over in my head, starting a Bloodborne second run, doing Assassin's Creed Rogue, playing a survival horror game. There's a lot of things in my head that I'm kind of, you know, debating that I can do. All right. So there you go. So we'll see, and we'll go from there. Uriah Hall says you should just play it early. No one cares if you play it early. I do, because I actually have values and morals and things that I live up to, and I have to be okay with myself. You know, I have to wake up every morning and at least be okay with myself in order to keep doing this for a living. And the bottom line is, if I was doing, you know, these silly things to get early copies of games all the time, playing them early to make easy, cheap, early release views, I would feel horrible about myself, because that would just prove that I'm only in it for the money, and I'm not. So that's why I'm not doing it. You know, let everyone else who wants to be the same way, all these big YouTubers and streamers who think they're better than you, let them all run out and get their early release copies and play them early and get those cheap views. Free money and cheap views for the people who are underhanded and, you know, do this to make the big bank rather than caring about what they do. Let them do it. I'm not doing it. I refuse. Okay. So, folks. So that's this week. It's pretty much going to be Far Cry 5 concluding tomorrow. Extinction starting Tuesday. Ni no Kuni at night. All right. Like I said, Thursday is my day off this week. So it'll be 4 straight days of streaming, then my day off. And I apologize that it is kind of a short, only 4 days before a break, but it is what it is. You know, I got to work with what happens with our schedules and the like. And then I'll be back on Friday. And what will you guys see? I don't know. I don't know is it going to be more Extinction? Are we going to be swapping to something else? I have no idea. All right. Basically, I have between now and the 20th of April to kind of do whatever. Because on the 20th of April, God of War is releasing. And that's going to be the ginormous, huge game release for the month. I think we all agree. It's really the only game anyone's really looking forward to in the whole month of April. All right. I totally get that, because I'm kind of the same. It's the only high-profile release the entire month. But I'm very much looking forward to it. And I certainly hope that you guys will, you know, join me for my God of War playthrough on the day of release. All right. Will I be doing a midnight release? Because some people have asked me that. I don't know. It's going to depend on scheduling, meaning, you know, what is Kat's work schedule and everything then? And we won't know that until later this week. So once we find out, then I can let you guys know. I cannot answer the question yet because I don't know exactly how things are going to jive or whatever. Chances are I may be doing a midnight release. Let's put it that way. I'm going to try. If at all I can, I will try to do a midnight release for God of War, but I'm not promising or guaranteeing it until we have more information. All right. Is that fair enough? Okay. All right. So that's that. That's the rough schedule for the next week or so, guys. I want to say thanks. You guys were really, really positive and nice to me this last week, which is kind of my birthday week. I had a big build up right to my birthday on Friday, and it was a really fun week. I hope you guys enjoyed the festive atmosphere that I had here in the office. Of course, that is all taken down now. It is what it is. It was great, and I miss it. I already miss it. I miss the balloons. I miss the party horns. It's not here anymore, but you know, it was really cool, and I did it for Christmas month. It was really cool doing it for my birthday week. Maybe from time to time during the year, I'll just do it for fun. I don't know, but it was good. It was a good stuff. Positive vibe. And thanks to all you who came out and watched the streams. Thanks to all of you who contributed. I really am appreciative of it. All right. So now, folks, real quick, it's not going to be a long segment, but I do want to kind of gloss over what I found out about my taxes. In fact, first off, I guess I should do this. All right. Hold on. Hello, everybody. Sorry for the extreme close-up face cam here, but I figured I should show you my taxes. Here they are. There's actually a big thing from my tax attorney that I got yesterday, 2017 taxes. You know, and in here, a ridiculous amount of documents and information about, breaks it down into detail and everything about, Everything that happened over the course of 2017, what I paid, what I owe, the bill that I got from my tax attorney, yada, yada, yada. It's all right in here, all right? Now, I can't show this to you because it has a ridiculous amount of personal information in there. It's got my tax ID number. It's got filing numbers. It's got addresses. It's got all this information that if it leaked, obviously you know exactly what the trolls would do with it. So I'm not going to show you any of that stuff, all right? Some people have suggested, Phil, scan the documents, block out certain areas, and then upload that blocked to the... It doesn't matter. The bottom line, guys, is it doesn't matter what I show you in here, all right? People will say I lied anyway. People will say it's doctored. People will say I photoshopped it. People will say it's untrue. It doesn't matter what I show you in here. None of it is relevant because people will just immediately just make shit up and say that I lied or whatever, and it's not proof of anything anyway, okay? And that's sad. It's sad that they will, the people who criticize me the most are not logical. They're not logical humans. They will literally make conspiracy theories up. They will say whatever they want. It doesn't matter what I show you. None of it will prove anything, all right? So, that being said, here's what I found out. All right? Here's what I found out in a nutshell. I have enough money raised since what I had left over from the end of 2017, plus the money that I've raised between, the earlier months of the year and now, plus some other money that has come in, like for example, my parents gave me a birthday gift and stuff like that. All that. And everything I raised this last week, all that money is enough to, number one, pay off the remaining taxes, okay, that I still have to pay for 2017, which are due at the middle of this month, April 17th. And number two, it's enough to pay my tax attorney fees, all right? My remaining taxes are roughly around like $4,000. They're actually a little bit more. I think it's like $4,100 and change. And my tax attorney fees are just under $1,000. So it's about $5,000 that I owe, but I have enough money to cover all of that. That's about almost exactly what I raised, but in the last few months, plus, like I said, people who were very generous this last week, and in addition, my parents helping me and everything. So the good news is, as of last year's taxes, I'm good to go. I'm not going to be considered a default or back. That would be terrible if I couldn't pay the 2017 taxes. That would be the absolute worst case scenario. The good news is I'm not in the absolute worst case scenario. So thumbs up. That's a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. The bad news is that because I'm self-employed, okay, the government, the feds, expect me to just have magical funds available at all times. They don't actually care about the ups and downs of business. They don't care when your big boom time of the year is or when your slow time of the year is. They just don't give a shit. They expect you every quarter when you're self-employed to pay them a certain amount of money. That's how taxes work in the United States of America. I know that sounds ludicrous because, for example, the early months of 2018 have been bad on YouTube, really bad. Ad revenue's terrible. They did pick up slightly in March a little bit, and now it's back to being terrible again. All right. So it's pretty ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that that's how it works, because what they really should look at is what did you actually make income-wise, and now pay it adjusted for that. That's not how it works. They actually just want you to pay an estimated tax fee every quarter. So they actually now on top of the $5,000 that I have to pay right now, $4,100 or whatever for the rest of my 2017 taxes, and the $1,000 I have to pay to my tax attorney for doing my taxes, they also expect me to pay another $4,000, all right, by April 17th for the first tax payment of 2018. Yeah, I know how stupid that really sounds. It does sound stupid, but that's what they expect me to not only be paying the back, but now pay up front. That's not how business works, but that's how taxes work in the U.S., okay? So I'm screwed, and the reason I'm screwed is literally after I pay the 2017 taxes and my tax attorney, which I have to pay, and I can't be overdue on the tax attorney, I have no money to pay these new taxes at all. It doesn't work like, it sucks. And Jerry says, could you do a payment plan? Dude, that's not how it works. Payment plan, you do a payment plan for back taxes to pay them over time. These are new taxes accruing over the course of 2018. There's no payment plan for it. All right? They just expect it to be due in the middle of April, no matter what. I don't have it. So, bottom line is, I won't be overdue on my back taxes from last year, but as of my new taxes of this year, I can't pay them. All right? Now, every quarter, they expect me to pay another sum. June, September, December, okay? I'm already gonna be behind, okay? It sucks. I don't want to be behind, but I am. There's nothing I can do about it. I have no magical funds. I have nothing I can sell. I have no magical funds that I can do to raise tons of money out of nowhere, you know? I can't not pay my other bills. If I don't pay my credit card bills, if I don't pay my loan bills, if I don't pay the electricity and gas, if I don't pay the mortgages, you know what I mean? I get kicked out of my house. I can't operate the business and make money. So I have to do what I have to do. This whole thing sucks. Okay. So that being said, you know, barring a miracle, which is not going to happen. You know, I'm a realist. And I guess I shouldn't say it's not going to happen. It's really very incredibly unlikely. Where am I going to get $4,000 between now and the 17th of April? I really don't foresee it happening at all. I'm just going to be behind. And what's going to happen is there's going to be fees and penalties associated with not paying this payment in April like I'm supposed to. All right. So there's another payment coming up in June. If I can't pay that one, there's going to be more fees, more penalties associated with that. All right. It sucks. And then, you know, September, December are the last two payments. Well, I take it back. It's actually not December. I think it's middle of January, like January 15th. So the good news is, guys, this is not all bad news. I just want to let you know. First of all, the good news is it's not worst case scenario. Absolute worst case scenario would have been, oh, I don't even have enough money to pay my back taxes. Now I'm completely fucked. All right. That's not the situation. Thank God. All right. That's number one. Number two, I have time. And what I mean by that is, even though I'm not going to be paying the taxes immediately when the government wants me to, I still have an opportunity to pay them. All right. The problem is, yes, will there be fees? Will there be, you know, late charges? Probably. But usually, typically from what I find out, there's usually only a couple $100 or whatever. It's not like, oh God, you didn't pay your taxes, so now you owe $10,000 in late fees. That'd be insane. All right. That's not how it works. So really, what I'm looking at is the following. Right now, things are okay on streams, which is great. YouTube sucks right now. I'm being real with you guys. YouTube, it went up and was actually pretty good in March for about half the month. And then as soon as April hit, it tanked again. Because what happened was, I guess they had a bunch of good advertisers for the second half of March. And then those ad contracts ran out. And now YouTube ad revenue is terrible again. And it's funny because my views have not gone down. My views are still good. My views have stayed consistent. But again, I get penalized for YouTube not doing their jobs and selling ad space. Delightful, right? But Twitch has been pretty consistently decent. All right. You know, I can't complain at all about how things go on Twitch. You guys are very supportive every single day. So at least in that regard, things are positive. And what I'm hoping, here's what I'm hoping. I gotta, you know, knock on wood and everything. I can keep things going the way that they're going on Twitch to the point where I can grow the channel. Because the channel has been growing. I don't know if you guys are aware. I've been getting more followers, right? Things have been going good. And when I play new games and or when I play a game that's like a competitive game, like, for example, Street Fighter, okay, things go good. I get good views or whatever and good contributions. But the problem is this has just been a really, really dead year. I mean, this year, how many high-profile games have I played? 2? You know what I mean? You know, God of War, coming up in 2 weeks, is pretty much the biggest release of the year so far. And we're a third into the year, guys. That's pathetic. That's like what happened in 2018 where there were no good games in the whole first third of the year. So if I have no good games, no big high profile stuff, I can't bring in new viewers. And that's what sucks is look at last year. Resident Evil 7, Horizon Zero Dawn, Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's just 3 games within one major release within the first 3 months of the year that brought in a lot of attention. And this year there's been zero, nada, nothing, right? So, that being said, what I'm hoping is to get a build, all right? So, what do I mean by a build? I mean that coming up, for example, we got God of War, then in May, we got State of Decay 2, Detroit Become Human, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Over the summer, we're actually setting the stage. It looks like there's maybe some pretty high-profile stuff coming out over the summer. Keep in mind, over the summer, I'll be doing my Bloodborne Redemption run, which I think a lot of people are very much looking forward to, okay? I may return to Persona 5 during the summer to finish it up since I had no opportunity to do so last year, okay? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes, all right? What I'm hoping, and this is being as positive as I can, try and have a positive outlook on the future, that the streaming situation will grow and build and become more and more successful to the point where by the end of the year, especially with all the high profile releases that come out at the end of the year, guys, I'll be able to make up for all this. I'll be making extra money in the latter half of the year, right? That will be more than enough to pay for the taxes I can't pay now. Okay? That's what I'm hoping. Is it necessarily going to happen? I have no idea. But that's what I'm hoping for. And what I'm really hoping for here is focusing in on being positive every day, having fun with you guys on stream, growing the channel in any way that I can, all right? Within reason, all right? Give you an example. The other night, I was playing PUBG after 12 hours of working on my birthday. My girlfriend was waiting for me in the bedroom, saying, come out and, spend some time with me because I'm tired, I got to go to sleep, but I at least want to have some time with you today, And I'm ending the stream, and then Cryotic, another very popular streamer on Twitch, hosted me and rated me, and a bunch of people jump on the stream, 1,000 viewers or whatever. And I'm like, well, guys, it's great that you're here. I appreciate it. Sadly, I have to go, And people gave me shit for that. Oh, my God, Phil, you're in a situation where you need money, and then you had more than 1,000 people coming in, and you didn't stick around. Guys, I was streaming all day fucking long. It wasn't like I had just started streaming, right? And then I was like, oh, I'm out of here now. Dude, it's a completely different situation than that. And by the way, I do want to say shout out to Cryotic. He's a good guy. Every once in a while he comes in, he raids the streams, and it's a positive raid. He does a raid correctly. As his people come in, they're very nice. They're not jerks or anything. They come in and they're actually, very respectful. And it seems like he has a pretty good viewing audience. And, I don't want to in any way disrespect him because I think he doesn't know when I'm going to stop streaming, It was a nice thing that he did. It was a nice gesture, and I think he did it because it was my birthday. But, I'm in a situation here where, within reason, I've been streaming all day long. I've been streaming all week long, nonstop. It's the end of my birthday. I've had 0 moments to spend with my girlfriend all day because I've been working all day. Sorry, I'm not going to stay streaming for another hour in the hopes of raising a few shekels or whatever the hell. It's just, you know what I mean? That's ridiculous. Sorry, and I made the right decision, by the way, because we had some nice quality time together. It was like, you know what? I made the right decision. Ended up having a good end of my birthday rather than sitting here on stream like an idiot for an extra hour. No point in it. Okay. So that being said, guys, I'm going to do everything within reason this year that I absolutely can, to keep the streams positive, to grow the channel, to keep stuff going positive. All right. And hopefully things will work out well. What I'm hoping is by the end of this year, like I said, we'll see a big uptick with all the big new releases coming out. We'll see a lot more people coming in and watching my stuff and contributing. It'll be great. And hopefully by the end of this year, if things keep growing the way that they have been, because, Twitch is the only place I'm growing. YouTube, forget it. YouTube's a dead horse. But Twitch, there's a lot of positivity and a lot of positive things coming out of it, all right? So that's what I'm hoping for, is by the end of the year, things go good. And then, January 15th or whatever, any remaining taxes I wasn't able to pay, I can pay them, okay? Will it actually go that way? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea, It might not. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think what I need to do is stay positive, Should I really sit here and every day be worried in the back of my head that I can't pay my taxes this year? By the end of the year, now I have to sell my house in order to pay them? No. Yeah, it's always going to be nagging at me. But me sitting here harping on it every day isn't beneficial to you, isn't beneficial to me. It doesn't benefit anyone. What I really need to do is, at this point, now that I know the situation I'm in moving forward, I just need to focus on the positive and hope for the best, And the bottom line is you guys have been really, really supportive. And, every once in a while, some really awesome thing happens. Someone comes in and leaves a giant tip. And I'm like, wow, I certainly wasn't expecting that. And that brightens my day up and makes me feel a little better. And I undoubtedly those things will probably keep happening, and that's awesome. And thank you guys who stuck in. And I know it's very, very tiring for those of you who are here every day, and you got to hear about a tax situation, you got to hear about tips, you don't want to hear that shit. You're just here to hang out and have fun. But the reason I had to do it very, very matter-of-factly is because I had to do as good as I can. If I didn't even raise enough to pay my back taxes, okay, this would have been a incredibly dire situation, as in I probably would have had to put my house on the market now. Thank God that's not the situation. All right, thank God. But that being said, it's certainly, we're not in a great situation here either. It's kind of like, it's certainly not the worst case scenario, but it's certainly not the best case scenario. It's just kind of middle of the road. Okay, let's see how things go this year. All right, guys? So there you go. Thank you guys very much for being patient. And by the way, this is it. I'm not going to be bringing this up anymore. This is not going to be a major topic of discussion. Only if something crazy happens where I may need your help. Let's say, for example, I don't know, I break my leg, and now I get a freaking hospital bill for $10,000 that I can't pay. Then I would probably bring something up. But outside of that, I think we're just going to proceed forward, business as usual. All right. There's no reason for me to be harping on this anymore. Tax season is now over. And, let's just keep moving. Let's just keep things going the way that they've been going. All right. Fair enough. Now, obviously, at the end of the year, once I see how things are going, if you guys would like an update, I will let you know. I mean, that would be the time, I think. At the end of the year, after we covered all the new releases and things are probably hype and exciting and positive, then maybe I'll bring it back up as a subject. But here's what I'm going to be. I'm very matter-of-factly, I'm going to ask you guys is please don't bring it up anymore. I'm going to do my best to not bring it up. Please do not bring it up anymore. I've not talked about it on this pre-stream. I've done a twit longer about it. It's out there. It's public. That's it. There's no reason to keep harping on it. And please don't go, I know, I'm going to bait Phil. I'm going to cheer and ask him about his taxes. I'm just not going to answer it. I'm going to be like, great. If you want the information, I already talked about it. Go look back. I'm not going to bother with it anymore. There's no point. You guys don't want to know about, you don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I didn't want to talk about it to begin with. This whole thing has been a nightmare. Really, seriously, this was a nightmare scenario because last year, if you guys remember, things were very positive. Things were going great during the summer months, and we were heading right into the hardcore gaming season, and things were great. And then I got this big bombshell that I owed back state taxes that just caused this whole rolling domino effect of problems with my taxes to happen. And it was like the biggest nightmare ever because I never once fathomed that my tax attorney in Connecticut was screwing me over. Never. But he was. And you kind of got to shrug and be like, this sucks, but what can you do? So it's been a nightmare since then. Ever since I revealed this to you guys, what was it, November? It's been an ongoing issue for 5 straight months where I keep mentioning it because it's just so shitty. But at this point, you know what I mean? Barring a $4,000 miracle in the next 9 days, which I'm a realist, it's probably not going to happen. It's incredibly unlikely. I don't know how the hell I would raise that much money in a short amount of time. I'm just going to be in the situation I'm in. I'll keep working my ass off here on stream every day for you guys. And let's just have fun and see what the future holds. Sounds good, guys? All right, that's it. Actually, let me go put down my tax stuff back on my desk, and I'm going to turn off my speakers while I do this. Hold on. Okay. Phew. All right, guys. So, very good. All right, so, let's go ahead and let us, very quickly, let me do the plugs, because there's a plug. Obviously, I do a little brief plug segment, and then let's go into shoutouts, because I see some people have been cheering and subbing, during the course of the pre-stream. God, and I need to update the stream stats, too, because we got a few subs, we got some cheers that I want to get up there, and give credit where credit is due. All right, so, all right, guys, let's go ahead, and let's do some quick plugs. First of all, guys, this month, I'm driving for 450 subscribers here for the month of April on my Twitch channel. If I can get 450 total subs at any time during the month of April, we will be bringing back the Patron's Choice playthrough, by which patrons who pledge $5 or more this month will be nominating and voting for a full playthrough that will be played as a downtime game to balance with everything else. Previous Patron's Choice playthroughs have been really awesome. Games like Super Mario Sunshine, various Sonic the Hedgehog games, Spyro the Dragon, which I played last year, before this HD collection was even announced. Various Persona games, various Yakuza games. It's been great. They've been really awesome playthroughs that have, been pretty much added to the variety of my content. Great stuff. So that being said, please consider subscribing this month. All right. You will earn the access to all of my chat emotes. You'll get a chat, subscriber badge, which is a different level of crown that will update color and style as to how long of a subscriber and supporter you are. All right. Also, when I run ads during ad breaks, you won't have to see the advertisements. It actually will block those out for you. Okay. So pretty awesome. And, right now, I think we were down to 415 because I didn't stream yesterday. However, there's a bunch of people who did sub just now on the pre-stream. So I will update that shortly and let you guys know, all right, what the total is. But thanks to anyone who has considered subscribing this month. Now, I just mentioned Patreon. Check it out over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil, where your monthly pledges to my monthly drive on Patreon allow me to continue doing this for a living. It helps defray the cost of things such as electricity, internet, the cost of games, equipment failure and stuff that happens from time to time. In fact, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Just this morning when I turned on my monitors here, my other old monitor, the other Asus monitor that I've now had for about, I think I bought them in 2010. I'm pretty sure it was 2010. So we're talking probably about 8 years or longer I've had this monitor. No, I take that back. These monitors are even older than that. These monitors I was playing at the very launch of Street Fighter 4. So you're probably talking 2009. So damn, these monitors are almost 10 years old. It's dying. Like I turned it on and the brightness is all screwed up. It's getting dark. And I get the feeling it's going to do exactly the same thing that the other monitor did 2 months ago. It's probably going to crap the bed soon. So I'm probably going to have to buy another monitor and drop another $120 or whatever. This kind of stuff happens all the time. All right. So your contributions to my Patreon aid that significantly to defray that cost. Plus, you earn things when you pledge to my Patreon. Different perk levels. I just mentioned if you pledge $5 or more this month, you'll be able to nominate and vote on games for this upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough if we hit the subs goal this month. Chances are we're going to hit it. We've been very close, in fact, a couple times. The only reason we haven't hit it is because, like, for example, yesterday I didn't stream, so we dropped like 15, 20 subs. But once I'm into a consistent groove, plus with a big release like God of War coming out, I get the feeling we're going to hit the goal this month, okay? So, there you go, guys. And also, there's other perk levels. You can get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, Ask the King, which, by the way, is coming up on the 26th of this month is the next episode. Roughly, a little over 2 weeks from now. Then you're getting a private Q&A video made. There's lots of stuff that could happen as a result of pledging to my Patreon. All right? So please give it a look. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. There's my Teespring shop where you can buy DSP and DSPGaming themed merchandise. All logos and artwork designed by my viewers and fans. Shout out to those who have done it in the past. I really appreciate that you guys put stuff together for me. Golden Colt's a frequenter of the streams. Hasn't been around recently because he's been busy. I moved across the country. But he actually just told me he got his shirt. He had ordered a shirt and he really loves it. So it's high quality stuff, man. It's good stuff. Good quality. I receive commission for anything that you guys buy off of the website. So please consider it. Check it out. teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. And by the way, later this year, there will be a 10th anniversary line of products that is coming out. In regards to my 10th anniversary as a content creator, it was actually the fall of 2008 where I started uploading gameplay videos to YouTube. 10 years later, I'm still here, guys. So, pretty awesome, right? Okay. Last but not least, guys, obviously this is a live stream. And if you guys are here live watching on Twitch and you're excited and you'd like to, get a shout out or some interaction, if you cheer with bits, if you subscribe to the channel, or if you tip me, I'll give you a verbal shout out on the stream. All right. Now, a couple ground rules. Number one, please be as concise as possible. If you do giant, long cheers, chances are I'm not going to read them out because I'm not going to completely derail the stream. All right. Number two, please, nothing insulting, nothing incendiary. I just asked. Please don't ask about the taxes, so don't, because I'm not going to address that. Please don't, insult me or insult others or try to get riled me. Oh, did you hear that this guy said this about you? I don't give a shit. 36 years old now, guys. I don't care about this drama crap anymore. All right. So that being said, please keep your messages concise. All right. Now, if you would like both visual recognition for your contributions as well as verbal, if you either cheer 50 bits or more, or if you subscribe to the channel, and after a couple minutes, a share button should pop up and you click on that, or if you tip me during the streams, $5 or more, you'll get an on-screen thank you notification. All right. So it's pretty cool. You get visual and verbal recognition. for your contributions, which is really nice. All right. So there you have it. Last, guys, if you want to tip me, a lot of people ask, how do I tip? Because, cheering you do with Bitch, you do it through Twitch. Subbing, you do it through Twitch. How do I tip? There's a tip section. If you look below my streams, it's along with the rules and everything else, which you should be reading below my streams anyway. Click on there, it takes you to the tips page. You can either leave an anonymous tip or you can leave one with a name and a message if you want a shout out. If you can't see any of that information I just described, you're probably on a mobile device. So if you type !tip into the stream chat, it'll come up in an alternate method. All right, guys. It's time for shout outs. You guys ready? All right, let's scroll all the way down here. All the way down. So during my day off, a few people contributed, which is very nice of them. Thank you to anyone who did contribute when I was not live streaming. Very appreciative that you guys think of me. We had Mr. Jackson 2002 who tipped me $6. Thank you very much, Mr. Jackson. I do appreciate that. Okay. Shout out to Golden Colts who did a 60-bit cheer. He said, got my Teespring shirt and it's nice. Thank you, Golden Colts, for letting me know, and thank you for the cheer. Amazing GT23 tipped me $5 and said, hope that helps, Phil. Thank you, Amazing GT23. Indeed, it does. Ocean Child 23 did a 30-bit cheer. Thank you, Ocean Child. And Lincoln Simpson came in and did a 600-bit cheer and said, happy birthday, Phil. Sorry that I'm a little late. Hey, man, belated birthday. Thanks. Better than no birthday. Thanks. So thank you very much, Lincoln, for that. Appreciate that. All right, now, today, during today's stream, we had Amazing GT23 who subscribed to the channel for the second month in a row. Thank you, Amazing GT, for the 2 months of support. Darkside Viking also subscribed for the second month in a row, so thank you guys for that. FAC316 did a 25-bit cheer and said sell weed. That is something I will not be doing. In fact, there's no market for it. I live in the state of Washington where weed is legal. There are stores everywhere who legally sell weed. So if I actually tried to sell weed, as you're suggesting, no one would buy it. They'd say, this is stupid. I could go to the store and just buy it normally. Why would I buy it off of you off the street illicitly, idiot? That's the thing. If you go to the store, you can actually buy like really high quality weed here. So why would you buy it off of some guy off the street? You don't even know the quality, right? It could be cut with fucking oregano. So you can't even sell weed in the state of Washington. There's no market for it. How funny is that? Shout out to Fallen1570, who cheered on behalf of Derek. He said he just wants to know, what did I think of TakeOver New Orleans? I'm not going to spoil any of the results for those who didn't see it. TakeOver New Orleans was the NXT pay-per-view event, even though it's not a pay-per-view. There's no way to pay for it and watch it on pay-per-view. But it was really good. I enjoyed a lot of the wrestling and a lot of the matches. A couple of outcomes I didn't like. A lot of them I did. I'm not going to spoil the outcomes. I'll just say it was a great event. A lot of good wrestling. It was a good time. I enjoyed watching it last night. And before someone asks me, because I'm absolutely sure someone's going to ask me this on the stream, am I watching WrestleMania tonight? I'll probably watch some of it. But I'm sorry, I just don't have 7 hours to sit around and watch WrestleMania. And I mean that. It's too fucking long. You got the pre-show, the pre-pre-show. Then you got the matches on the pre-show. Then there's the actual show that starts early. And then you're going to... although it's dumb because most of the likely, even though the show is probably like going to be like 5 hours long, if I just fast forward between the promos that recap the plot lines and happen between the matches, chances are it'll be like 2 hours. It's funny because it's supposed to be their Super Bowl basically, or their World Series, or their World Cup of pro wrestling. Yet a lot of the times they don't even give enough time to the matches. They're like, oh, run that promo for 45 minutes. The match is 4 minutes long. So I guess we'll see. I'm going to watch some of it tonight. I probably won't get to watch all of it. And then undoubtedly what'll happen is tomorrow I'll get on stream and be completely spoiled about everything. It always happens. I wouldn't be surprised. So there you go. Shout out to SCB360 who subscribed to the channel. Thank you, SCB. FAC316 cheered again and said RIP to back page. I don't even know what he's talking about, but thank you for the cheer. Go Kai Blue. Subscribe for the 4th month in a row. Thank you, Go Kai Blue, for 4 months of support. YOLO Dopper as well subscribed for the 4th month in a row. Thank you, YOLO Dopper. Appreciate that, man. The Aston Martin cheered 25 bits. He said the reason people gave you crap about leaving when you were rated is because every stream you bring up taxes. That's right, Aston Martin. But when do I bring up taxes? I bring them up on the pre-stream, and that's it. If you haven't noticed, when I play the game, it's about the games. If someone asks me with a cheer about it, then yeah, I'll address it. But I have a plug segment, and that's where I leave the plugs. All right? This is what I mean. I think every streamer should do that, and I know a lot don't, but that's what I'm all about. Once the gameplay starts, it's all about gameplay and interacting with you guys. It's not about plugs, help me, money, and shit like that. It's not. I've been already working, streaming on my birthday, all right, for roughly 12 hours. I had about a 90-minute break to quickly have a dinner, and then I rushed right back to stream. I was tired, and I hadn't spent any time with my girlfriend during the day. So if you can't understand the fact that at the very end of a tail end of 12 hours of work is not a good time for a raid to happen and for me to stream longer when my girlfriend is waiting for me, you are just immature. I don't know what else to tell you. You're uneducated and you're immature if that's the case, because there are things far more important than getting in an extra half an hour to make a couple extra bucks. And when you finally realize that in life, you will be far ahead of the curve. Apparently, you're not yet. All right. Ace Best just resubscribed for the 17th month in a row. 17 months of support. Thank you very much, Ace Best. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Eternal Napalm, who did a 100-bit cheer. And he says, hey, Phil, I hope that you enjoyed your birthday. I'll make you a deal. I'm a patron. If I swoop in Friday and get gift subs up to the sub goal, would you promise to play Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem? Well, Eternal Napalm, that's nearly not how it works, all right? I mean, it would be awesome if, obviously, you gifted subs up to the sub goal so we could get the Patron's Choice playthrough going, but we do need to be fair here. The Patron's Choice is going to be a way where patrons are all going to nominate game. I mean, obviously, if you're a patron, I can guarantee you your nomination is going to make it in. How about this? Here's what I will say. Here's what I will do. Since if you were to go above and beyond and do that, all right, here's what I would do for you. I would guarantee you, absolutely guarantee you, that I would include Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem in the voting for the Patron's Choice game. Now, I can't control the votes of the patrons. That's something I'm not going to do. That would be screwed up. All right? But I would 100%, even if it didn't get enough nominations, I would put it into the voting anyway. So I would make a concession for you, since you're going to go out of your way to help us all out here, all right, to hit the sub goal. I would do that, okay? So that's up to you. I mean, it's still not a guarantee that the game will be played, but it's a strong chance that it's going to get into the final voting. That it would, basically then it would be your job to campaign on the forums and say, all right, guys, listen, really, let's all vote for this. This could be an amazing game, because I don't know anything about the game. I know nothing about this game you're mentioning at all. So for me to say, oh yeah, we're just going to play it, it doesn't make sense, because I don't even know what the game is, and I don't know if it's anything that the patrons want to see or whatever. We got to be fair here, all right? So that's what I'm willing to do, okay? I would be willing to 100% put the game into the voting for the Patron's Choice event, all right? And then it's up to you to convince the patrons to vote along with you for that game and get it going as a playthrough. That'll be, for downtime, okay? So it's your choice. You choose whether or not you want to do it. It's totally up to you, okay? All right. And I don't, you know what? I got to ask this question. Mr. Pepsi, is your name L Pepsi or I Pepsi? Because I don't know if that's an L or a capital I. I think it's an I. So I guess your name would be I Pepsi 2017. He tipped me $8. So first of all, thank you very much. You're going to be on the leaderboard, obviously. But I don't know how to say your name, so please let me know in stream chat. It's I Pepsi? It's I Pepsi, he says in the stream chat. All right, good. Because I'm so... is it Le Pepsi or I Pepsi? All right. I Pepsi, tip me $8. Thank you very much, I Pepsi, for your contribution. Very nice, thank you. All right, so now, before we begin, let's update the stream stats. Let's actually see. Let me do the command. Let's see here. Shit. All right, we're up to 417 subs, which of course makes no sense, because when the stream started, we were at 415. We just got, what, six subs, and now it says we're only up to 417. Amazing. You figured that one out. All right, I believe Eternal Napalm has the top cheer. I'm just going to confirm that. Yes, he does. Eternal Napalm currently has the top cheer, 100 bits. Let's get him up there. Okay. And then we've got I Pepsi. The top tip, $8. Thank you very much, I Pepsi, for that. All right, here we go. Let's get that centered. All right, guys, thanks for being patient. I know it was a longer pre-stream. I hope that now You guys are now more in the know of the situation. I've been completely transparent with you guys. All right. One final thing, because someone did ask that. Someone did ask something, and I want to clarify. Someone said, well, Phil, everything you just talked about, okay? You talked about federal taxes. What about this state tax situation? I don't know anything about it. The state of Washington is still in the process of doing an audit, and they're supposed to tell me the assessment of what the state back taxes are that I owe. They said it would either be late March or April. Here we are, 8 days into April. I've heard not a peep from them, okay? Eventually, sometime this year, they're going to come to me, and they're going to say, here's what you owe. But what I'm hoping is that they'll work with me, and they, since those are back taxes, will work out a payment plan, okay? So if it's a payment plan of, hundreds of dollars a month, that I could do. That's easy. If they tell me, oh, you owe thousands of dollars due immediately, they're screwed. I'm just going to tell them, listen, you're not going to get your money, so you better work with me or else, I can't afford it, okay? So, there you go, guys. All right. Thank you, guys. Oh, by the way, here we go. Beyondachuk just says something really cool that I want to read. He says, the trolls are so transparent. First, they say DSP is obsessed about money. He only cares about tips. But then when he leaves early to go do adult things in real life, when he's being rated on stream, they complain that Phil didn't stay for another 30 minutes to make more money. I mean, how hypocritical is that? Yeah, you're right. It's 100% hypocritical. And that's why I don't care anymore. That's why the people, show us scans of your taxes. Get the fuck out of here. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not a complete idiot. Like, I don't realize that you guys are just trying to get information, personal information about me to hurt me even further. I'm not a moron. And anything I show you guys, you'll just be hypocritical and you'll spin it and say I made it up anyway. There's no point. So there you go. All right. Thank you, guys. All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys being patient. And let's get started now. Call of Duty World War II. We'll have some fun. We'll do some different various stuff here. Have a good time. Sound good? All right, guys. Oh, shout out to Insomniac Mayhem. Oh, excuse me. Insomniac Mayhem. I said his name completely wrong. Oops. Insomniac Mayhem. Cheered 150 bits, so he's actually the top cheerer for today. He says, Phil, would you be willing to play Final Fantasy IX or Legend of Dragoon? I mean, sure. Absolutely. Absolutely, I would be willing to play those games. Final Fantasy IX is one of the very few Final Fantasies I never played, and everyone tells me it's a good game. Legend of Dragoon, I don't even know anything about, but I've always heard that it's a good... people always say, oh, that's a great game, a great RPG. I love RPGs. The problem is whenever I play RPGs, no one really shows up. I mean, Ni no Kuni 2, I've been playing for the past 2 weeks, and, viewership and attention on that has monstrously dwindled. No surprise. But I'm going to keep playing it because I love the game. I'm, taking kind of the hit for doing it, but I love it. So, it's very hard. If I'm going to play an RPG, I have to balance it with other stuff. So at least those people who don't like RPGs are satiated, and it's not like, oh, he's just playing too many RPGs. It's another reason why people are like, Phil, when you beat Far Cry 5, if Extinction sucks, why don't you just play Persona 5? Dude, there's no way I could play Persona 5 and Ni no Kuni at the same time. There's no way. You would scare away thousands of people. So I can't do it. All right, so let's update that. But thank you guys for your contributions. Thanks for being patient. Thanks for being supportive. Thanks through this whole time. Like I said, it's actually, honestly... Hold on a second. It's honestly refreshing that now I don't have to just constantly be talking about this shit anymore. Really. From now on, I'll let you know the ways to contribute on the plugs. And that's it. I'm not going to be mentioning taxes or nothing like that. I'm done with it. There's no reason for me to be bringing it up. You know what I mean? You guys now know the situation. Could a miracle happen within 9 days? Incredibly unlikely. And all I can really do is stay positive and keep working at it and do what I can and see what happens at the end of this year. Okay, guys? All right. That's it. Thanks, everyone, for a great pre-stream. Let's now get started with Call of Duty. Very nice. Here we go.